Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Audio bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by Winamp. Subscribe to the Daily GizWiz and all your favorite podcasts with the ultimate media player. Download it for free at winamp.com. Video bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by CashFly at CACHEFLY.com. It's time for the Daily GizWiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1259 for Thursday, January 6th, 2011. The Magneat. The Daily GizWiz is brought to you by Ford and voice-activated sync, featuring true hands-free calling, turn-by-turn directions, 911 assist, and more. Available exclusively on Ford and Lincoln Mercury vehicles.
And now, get ready for Dick.
All right, everybody, bounce now. It's Rock and Roll Thursday.
Does the Giz Wiz need another crappy theme? Yes, indeed. Woo! It's Thursday. The Giz Wiz needs. It's Thursday. Another crappy theme. It's Thursday. The Giz Wiz needs. It's Thursday. Another crappy theme. Woohoo!
Wow, I was getting some loft on that one.
Whoa, you've not lost it in the new year, pal.
Well, this morning when I came in, we're recording New Year's Day. This morning when I came in,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm a lot of breath from the bouncing. I inflated my ball a little more.
All right.
You know, you like to top it off every once in a while because what happens is it's not fast, but it's very slow leaking over months. You'll start to shrink. So, I'm out of breath.
With the new building,
Yeah.
you should put your ball on the top of a pole on New Year's Eve. And we could watch your
We could
ball
do that. We could be a
drop.
new Petaluma tradition.
Yeah, exactly.
New York has the diamond-encrusted crystal ball.
Oh, the Waterford Crystal.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
We have blue inflated rubber ball.
Right. But the good kind, not the kind that
not the
would
puppet
break.
kind. That's right. And it'd be I think it'd be interesting if we just threw it off the roof of the new building.
That's
and
not bad.
See how high it bounces.
There you go. So
Oh,
it sounds
I know.
Like a David Letterman thing. Go ahead.
Well, it could be like Punxsutawney Phil. I mean, look at Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Has
If Leo's ball casts the shadow,
No. I'm thinking
you have 6 more months of podcast.
we paint a mark on the side of the building. And if the ball goes above that mark, 6 more weeks of podcasts. If it goes below that mark, Leo gets a month off.
No, I don't know about that.
Whoa.
It could be sabotage.
And if it pops, Dick gets... I know, we hire Snooki, and she does the shows from now on. That's probably the best thing we could do.
So much has happened. We haven't recorded now for 2 weeks. We
took a
were
couple of
through
weeks off,
a major blizzard in New York City.
Yes, snowpocalypse. Now, do you call it snowpocalypse or snowmageddon?
Snowmageddon.
You prefer snowmageddon? Because I've seen it both ways.
Yes, exactly. Snowmageddon.
So I was thinking about you during it. I'm seeing pictures from, on Twitter and from my friends, and that's just like, oh my God, it's amazing. Like 2 or 3 feet, right?
Yes. Central Park had 20 inches. The first snowstorm in my life that had thunder and lightning.
I saw your tweet on that. That's bizarre.
Amazing thunder and lightning. And I sent out tweets. I'm going down to shovel my boat, and people go, ha, 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 ha. Well, you do have to shovel your boat.
Right.
Because the snow is quite heavy, and I have a little boat and a big engine, so you can't have a ton of weight.
Is that a euphemism? You have a little boat and a big engine? Is that like...
No.
Did you tell girls that?
Yeah, I tell girls that, but it also applies to my boat. Yeah. They said, we know that, but what about your boat?
No, you're right. So if you had 2 feet of snow, that would weigh hundreds of pounds. It could be enough to sink the boat.
Exactly. Get it down low enough that the scuppers would start to be at water level. And then it was wildly windy. The wind coming down the Hudson was 55 miles an hour. So I called Dennis at midnight and I said, Dennis, do you want to go down? I have to bail the boat out. Can you come down and help shovel? So he said, oh, yeah. I said, oh, it's exciting to be out in the boat.
Oh, he's crazy.
We fight our way to the corner. I mean, it is wild. And the only thing that the trucks have gone down so far is the middle of Riverside Drive. So there's zero traffic. So we're walking down Riverside Drive. There's no one anywhere.
You can walk down the middle of the street.
Yeah. And thunder and lightning and the wind. Out of the way, way, way in the distance, I see a red light flashing. It's getting closer and closer and closer. We're walking slowly because we're fighting the wind, getting pushed back. It's a police car.
Wow.
Who pulls up alongside of us.
Are you lost?
No. He rolls the window down and says, that's a stupid place to walk. Rolls the window up and drives away.
I noticed he didn't wait around to give you a ticket.
No. I mean,
that's a New York cop. Hey, buddy.
Yes, exactly. If we'd been on the sidewalk, he would just see our hats because the snow was piling it up.
Hey, buddy, that's a stupid place to walk.
I said to Dennis, this is so typical of New York City where, hey, I haven't got time to ask if you need anything. I'm just telling you you're being stupid.
So you made it to the place.
Made it to the boat.
How long did it take you to go? I mean, it was only a few weeks, right?
It's only a few
blocks.
Weeks?
Did I say weeks? I meant blocks.
A few weeks.
It only took
the wind was strong, but it didn't take us quite that long. Yeah. I live on 80. It's about a 5-block walk.
Wow.
But it was the docks were slippery and the wind was fierce. It felt like you were in a sandstorm. The snow really hurt. But it was exciting. It was exciting.
And so you got the boat cleared.
We got the boat cleared. We went down the next day because it had filled in again. But now today it is 52. And
that's crazy. So everything's melted now.
Everything's melting. So it's great. It's great. And then you had an amazing thing because you were in the New York Times.
That was amazing. Yes, I was. Did you see that?
I did.
Yeah, it was a good article. It started out, the lead was I was on my inflatable rubber ball, which I thought was a little strange to start with that, but I guess it's true. And if you saw the picture of me, you could see the ball. I mean, there it was. So.
That's part of your uniqueness.
It's my uniqueness. It certainly is.
You know, without that ball, you're Regis Philbin.
Only taller. So I'm just I'm putting up pictures on the screen for people watching on video of New York City in the snow. How many feet did you get?
Central Park got just 20 inches.
Okay.
Brooklyn got 30 inches.
Wow.
It was the wind is what did it. It just made tremendous snow drifts.
Well, and the plows then came along, and you'd have 10-foot tall drifts. And I saw some people made some funny things like feet and stuff out of the snow giant.
Some very funny, very, very funny stuff. And then some bizarre things where in some town in New Jersey who's desperate for money, they ran around and they gave everybody who didn't move their car a $50 parking ticket.
Please.
When the cars, they would have to dig a hole to be able to put the ticket on the windshield. That's how far down the cars.
Yeah.
I know. It's just bizarre.
So, I was a little jealous because I bet in New York it gets very quiet and kind of almost peaceful after something like that.
The only scary thing, Leo, was, and it's one of those we can put a man on the moon kind of thing, there was a subway train that was stuck for 8 hours.
Oh, dear.
No heat.
Oh, dear.
The lights were out. The only good thing is it was on a trestle. It was on an elevated, so they could use their cell phones, but you couldn't climb out because you'd fall 50 feet.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Oh, so it wasn't underground. It was above ground.
No. So at least the people could call people and say, hey, I'm not dead.
Jeez.
But I'm trapped here, and it took them 8 hours to get it out of there.
That's so awful. Now the snow's fully melted by now. Yeah, I mean,
it is almost gone. I'd say 20% of it's left.
Yeah. Even with 50-degree days, it's still.
Yeah, because it was a lot.
Wow. It's funny because there's lots of places in the world where people are going, oh, please, 20 inches. You guys are wimps. But this is a major metropolitan area. When you have snow in a major city like that, inevitably, it causes all sorts of problems.
And the problem is people were abandoning their cars, and then the plows couldn't go down the streets, nor the fire trucks. No, it was really a tense situation with emergencies. But we made it through, pal.
And, of course, the New York Times picked probably the slowest day of the year to publish the article about me. The Monday after Christmas, I can only imagine, is probably the least read issue of the New York Times. But I was very flattered and very pleased. And John Kalish, who wrote the piece, I thought did a very good job of kind of capturing the quirkiness that is TWiT.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, to truly capture it, it would have to be a book. But...
that book will be written someday. Not by me.
Or me.
Yeah, but someday.
Someday.
Yeah, it was very flattering. It's very nice. And it's funny, mostly what I did is I heard from people I went to high school and college with, saying, oh, yeah, you're doing it. Nice to hear from you. You still owe me $1,000.
That guy called me, too.
Yeah.
He said, you're a friend of Leo's. He owes me $1,000. Put in a good word for me.
So enough about us.
Oh, we owe him $1,000. Yeah. Okay.
We've caught up. We've caught up with one another. Here we are. It's a brand new year, the first year of the decade, as well as a brand new year. The first year of the second decade of the 21st century.
Is it that late already?
Yes. Somebody tweeted.
My watch.
My friend Glenn Rubenstein tweeted 2011. Doesn't that sound like the future? Kind of does.
In a way, it does. It's easier to write than 2010 for some reason. I'm not quite sure.
2011.
Yeah, it's 2011.
2011. So what do you got for us as a gadget?
Well, you know what? The What the Heck Is It contest ended, and I was writing up the little thing of what the gadget was, and I thought, you know what? This little gadget is neat. I'm going to make it a gadget of the day, which is today, and also because it's a gadget we can talk about quickly, and I knew that we would be catching up and talking a lot of other things. So the gadget is called...
No, wait a minute. Don't tell me, because I just want to look at it one more time.
There you go. That is the gadget.
I want to look at it one more time. I'm not reading the text. It looks like a button, but a strange kind of button. Somebody said it was a Pac-Man with a little mouth. What is that?
Okay. Now, yes, the answers, at least 50 people had some sort of a Pac-Man answer.
Sure.
A fat Pac-Man, a dead Pac-Man. So what it is, it's a little gadget called the Magneat, Magneat at magneat.com. And it's a little headphone cord organizer. So the Magneat is in two little pieces. You slide the little magnet off the back, and you put it behind your clothing. And then on the front of your clothing, you click the little wind-up part of the Magneat. And it's just a place to wind up the excess cord from your headphones. And the little slot, you put the cord in there to hold it in place. And sells for $12.90. But now they've started collectible Magneats.
Oh, yeah, because I see they have one that has an eye on it that looks like a Pac-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Clever.
Exactly. And as you always say that in the contest, the real winners are the people who come up with funny things. So it looks exactly like a Pac-Man, but people sent in things like Bracken said, I think it's a patch for pirates who like to glance inconspicuously off to the side.
It can cover your eye, but you can still glimpse at the side. Yeah,
it's a period with a Pez in its mouth. These are very funny things. Lee press-on clothes, similar to Lee press-on nails. Press-on clothes are for our cloven hoof animal friends. So this is also very funny from Pizza Group. It's a safe throwing star. The tips have been rounded off. You know the throwing star.
I have a throwing star. Somebody brought me a throwing star.
Do you really? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Does that still work for you? Oh, my word.
Oh, whenever Alex does something wrong, I just throw this
I was just going to say, when Alex picked me up at the airport, and he has these scars all over his face and cheeks. I go, Alex, what is that?
Well, it's not for some reason we were talking about throwing stars on Mac Break Weekly, and Shuriken, right? Isn't that what they're called? Something like that, Shuriken. And I was dissing the American-made throwing star. I said, well, you really want a good throwing star, you want to get the Japanese throwing star. So somebody said, oh, no, we make excellent throwing stars in America.
Huh.
This is it.
That's lethal.
Of course, wait a minute. It says it's made in Taiwan, so I guess that's not really fair. But it does look lethal.
Sold in America.
Sold in America. It's a cold steel. It's from Sure Strike. Yeah, great.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
And it's got, they look like blades. They're not really blades, but these points are absolutely. If I threw this against the wall, it would stick if I hit the wall with a point.
Well, you'll be able to do that in a new building because the new building will not be registered as a landmark.
It won't be a landmark after we get there. So that actually was going to be my turn the tables Tuesday. Oh, well.
Oh,
I'll find something else. So this is, I'm looking at the collectibles on these Magneets. These look really cool. Like I like the one that says, "I can't hear you."
Yes,
that's good.
It's kind of funny because you're wearing your headphones and bobbing around.
I think my kid would like that one. I should have gotten this for Henry. This would be a great stocking stuff.
The designer ones are $14.90, and the plain color ones, black, white, and colors, are $12.90.
So it's $2 more for
a neat little gadget. Yeah. Magneat, Magneat.com.
We want to, before we get to the letter of the day, welcome back our absolute favorites, the people who at Ford who make that great Ford Sync product. They're back with us once again for the year 2011. You've heard me talk about my Mustang, which is now a year old. It's a 2010 that has the great Ford Sync in it. I love my Ford Sync. What is Ford Sync? Well, it's true hands-free calling. It's turn-by-turn directions, even if you don't buy the bigger GPS package. It's 911 assist and a lot more. I mean, the idea is you're connected with the outside world through your phone and the Ford Sync, and you can do it all without ever taking your hands off the wheel or your eyes off the road. And it's a safety feature as much as anything else. For instance, there's a button on the steering wheel. I press the button on the steering wheel, and I can say, give me directions to the nearest gas station, and it'll give me the directions. It walks you through it. You don't even need the big screen. You don't even look down at the screen. It's telling you where to go. It also watches traffic conditions, so it will automatically reroute you if the traffic's bad in a certain area. You could say, give me fuel prices, give me the lowest price nearby. You could say movie times. You can control the temperature in your car. You say, climate, temperature, 74. Boom, it sets the temperature. You can ask for songs. You can ask for podcasts. You press the button. You go, sync. Boom. Play the Daily Giz Wiz 1269. Boom. And it starts playing it. I mean, the thing is absolutely amazing. It's like you got a smart car. Well, you do have a smart car. You got a Ford or Lincoln or Mercury vehicle. It's optional in some. It's standard in others. But make sure you check it out either online at syncmyridepodcast.com, or, this is my favorite way to do it, go to your favorite Ford, Lincoln, or Mercury dealer and say, I would like to test drive the Ford Sync. And you get to test drive a car at the same time. It's kind of a nice combination of the two. syncmyridepodcast.com. The Giz Wiz welcomes once again for the year 2011 our great friends at Ford.
The letters. Here come the Giz Wiz letters now. Here come the Giz. I said the Giz Wiz letters now. Oh,
yeah. We brought Elvis back from Vegas, so
yes, and we're going out to see him.
Yes.
We're going out to see him. I had one more entry that broke me up about that little Pac-Man type thing. It said, "I think this is a mouth plug for people who won't stop talking." The little cutout is so they don't suffocate. CV Techie.
And we should mention that, by the way, now there's a new What the Heck Is It contest.
Exactly.
I have to say, though, I'm a little disappointed. It's awfully easy. It's very apparent if you look at it that it is the Seattle Space Needle.
I cannot.
Oh, come on, Dick. Look at it.
Or deny.
I don't know how you got the wood grain behind it, but it's definitely the Seattle Space Needle.
No comments from the Giz Wiz.
All you got to do is go to GizWiz.Biz, click the What the Heck Is It contest button on the front page. Go there, take a look at it. Guess what it is? 12 Mad magazines for the first 12 correct answers, up to 24 for the best cute, silly answers, and Dick will autograph each and every one of those 36 magazines.
Yes.
Doesn't that hurt your hand to sign 36 magazines?
Fortunately, people sort of stagger it, like 6 a day, so it's okay.
I love this. Okay. And on the right, by the way, as you go there, look at that, of course, enter the contest. And then there's a link to gadgets seen on World News Now with the funniest picture of you playing the guitar on your T-shirt. I love that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and you're there too.
I'm
that's
there too.
We talk about next to Giz Wiz.
Oh,
with
that's
the tech
me.
Guy.
Oh,
yeah. And so every Saturday, what we talk about is at that link.
Oh,
so this
is nice. GizWiz.Biz. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Dick, you have a letter for us?
A letter is from Paul Seals, who says, "Hey guys, I wanted to email you on the new year to blame you and to thank you." Allow me to explain. I've been a longtime listener of Leo back to the days of screensavers. And in all that time and all those shows, none have cost me more damn money than that daily Giz Wiz.
And we're proud of that.
We're proud of it. Leo pulls out a lot of crap from the dusty bowls of his office. I guess he means dusty bowels of his office. Dick seems to have hit on a lot of neat stuff. 3 examples of things in our life you guys suggested. The Moshe alarm clock. We sort of like the first generation Moshe, but you and Leo are right. The thing could wake the dead. We now have the second generation Moshe clock. It's worlds better. Radio, stereo speakers, and an adjustable volume control for the voice. 2, the Breville. Oh, the company with the kettle told you how they wanted
Breville, just like devil with a B. R.
Okay. The Breville teapot. I know Leo's didn't turn out too well.
Oh, no, they sent me. I just had a bad one, but they sent me another one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I had the first generation, which was good. Now I have the second generation that allows temperature selection.
That's the one I have, and I love it.
Awesome.
Yes.
3rd, the recently reviewed A-gloves for capacitive touch devices.
Yeah.
We have 2 iPads, 2 iPad touches. They come with us when we ride the train to work, and these gloves are a godsend. They work great. Keep the reviews of all the crap. Continue to throw in a jewel or 2, and I will get a second job to afford everything. Have a great new year, Paul Seals.
Paul's going to like my Turn the Tables next week. Not only is it free, it makes you money.
Wow, I need that.
Yeah, this is actually a great gadget that was suggested to me by our chat moderator, Dan Hendricks, and I just loves it.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
great.
Yeah. Okay, there's a little tease.
Oh, it sounds good to me. Will you be here?
I'll be here, but not tomorrow because that's the Gadget Warehouse Friday. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In
that case, I'll be here.
Yeah.
DAIL. Why? It's the Daily Giz Wiz. It's the Daily Giz Wiz. It's the Daily Giz Wiz.
It makes its own gravy.
Yeah.